I have a very good friend named Donna, who I consider my mentor as a foster mom. She has had 39 foster children and has adopted 2 of them. She specialized in fragile infants, and so I talked to her a lot before we were finally approved to be foster parents. We were going through the classes, and she said one thing to me one day that I will never forget. She said, Michelle, every time you say yes to a child and you hang up that phone, you're going to have a feeling of panic for a few moments. And I did. The first time we accepted a 5-year-old, they had just listed all of these behavioral issues that he had. And I hung up the phone. I was like, oh, Lord, can I do this? How do you bond with a 5-year-old? I don't know him at all. I'm going to be a stranger to him. And I just want to bond with him, and I want to love him well. And so it occurred to me that to bond with a 5-year-old, I could hold him on my lap and read to him. So literally all evening long, I was praying, please, God, let me read to him. Please let me read to him. Because of my 3 biological children, 2 of them loved to be read to, but one of them had 0 interest. And he was just too active. Didn't want to sit in my lap long. And so I prayed this all night long. The next morning, I tried to decide, okay, here comes this 5-year-old who's never seen me before. Do I run out the door and act all excited and scare him to death? That's my natural personality, to be very excited. Or do I wait inside and wait for him to ring the doorbell oh, I could care less you're here. So I opted to go middle of the line and stand on the front porch and smile and try to look nice. And as the state car pulled up in the driveway, I stepped out on the front porch, and up came the 2 most beautiful brown eyes I've ever seen in my life. But he's hyper vigilant. He's checking out everything, And so I walked out. I saw the caseworker had popped the trunk open, so I walked to help her. And she said, before he gets out of the car, will you do me just one favor? And I'm not sure what she's about to ask me. I said, if I can. And she said, he was in a hospital setting the week before he came to us. She said, someone in the hospital read a book to him every night, and all the way down here, he came 4.5 hours. All the way here, he's been saying, will my new mommy read to me? Will my new mommy read to me? And she probably thought I was crazy because the tears came right to my eyes. But that was, to me, God saying, you are meant to do this. And never once, not one day, have I doubted that he was supposed to be in our home. As I said, we've got 3 biological sons, so we decided to stick with boys when we started to do foster care. I was always the tomboy, athletic, sportsy kind of girl. I love all the things boys do. And so we decided to stick with boys. We started fostering. We had a 5-year-old. His parents' rights were terminated, and I met his birth mom. I had several conversations with her. I love her to this day. We have a good relationship. And she told me one day, sitting outside of the courtroom where she was getting ready to sign her rights away, that she grew up in foster care, and she aged out of foster care, and she had no idea how to do this. And she wanted the life that we could give to our son. And that made me really start to think about teenagers who are aging out of the system, and what are we going to do to help them? All these girls aging out, as they're having children, they're coming back into the foster care system. Somewhere we have to help that stop. So I had mentioned to a mutual friend at lunch one day that I'm starting to get this passion for girls that are aging out of foster care, and we've got to do something to help them. And 2 weeks later, I get a phone call asking us if we would consider taking a teenage girl. We didn't jump right away and say yes, but we really started to think about it and pray about it, and started to consider possibly doing that. So then we decided to look at multiple girls, but the original one I got the phone call about is our daughter. It is a hard thing to decide to do because you can't be selfish. We were getting to the point of our lives where we were empty nesters, just about to be empty nesters, and we had tons of freedom. We still tease each other every now and then, we got to get up for school in the morning. But it's the best thing ever. I will never forget the day I walked downstairs. My husband was helping with laundry. He's awesome. He helps with everything. And he had this teeny tiny little t-shirt, and the tears were just running down his face.